All right, we're going to go ahead and do another orthographic projection example. The first thing is to kind of look at your part, figure out what do you think should be the front view. So we've got three different views here, A, B, and C. And we can take this shape and spin it around however we want. But, how do you orient the views? Well, remember that should be the place where we can see the most things. The most features should be shown in that front view. And we also should have the least amount of hidden lines. So in this example, C or A might work, B not so much, because if we look from B over here, this hole is going to be hidden as well as this cutout block back here. So B is probably not the best thing to choose. So in this example, I'm going to choose C as my front view. Okay, so how many views do we need? Now that we've established C as our front view, how many views and then which views do we need? So when we look at C, we're going to see kind of an upside down U shape. Okay, are we going to necessarily catch this hole up there? Well, no. So we'll probably need two views, at least a front view and then a top view as well. In this example, we're going to go ahead and do three views just to show you the three standard views, but technically only two are needed. So the first thing we're going to do is come in and draw the front view. So again, that's standing here, looking at it this way. Here is what our front view is going to look like. Okay, that's just the visible features of the front view. So we're going to skip center lines and hidden lines for now. We're just going to draw in the visible things. Next thing we're going to do is draw in our projectors. So off of the front view, we're going to find all of these intersection points, and we're going to draw in some vertical and horizontal lines to project those dimensions over. Next thing we'll do is to draw in that top view. So when we look from the top and look down, we're going to see a box with a hole in the middle of it. Well, we've got that, okay? But hidden from our view are these edges right here. So notice right here and right there, those project up, and then we turn those into hidden lines here and here to represent these surfaces here and here. So next, we're going to look and we're going to do some reverse projection now. Now that we've got our hole drawn up here at the top from our top view, we're going to reverse and project the edges of that hole back down to our front view. So now our front view is becoming a little bit more complete. We're seeing the edges of the hole down there as hidden lines. Next thing we're going to do is come in and draw our 45-degree projector. Remember, that comes off of the front view. We're going to go all the way to the right, all the way to the top. So from this corner right here, we're going to go up at 45 degrees. That's our 45-degree projector. Now we're going to come in from our top view. We're going to take all of these important points from our top view. We're going to project them over to our projection line and then down. So over to the 45 and then down. And it doesn't really matter the order that you do this in. In a previous example, we did the front, then the right, and then projected. In this example, we started with the front, we did the top, and now we're going to project over. Really doesn't matter. So now you'll notice in your right side view, you just have a bunch of grids. So when we come to draw in our right side view, it should be connecting. All of our important points should show up somewhere along this grid that we've then created. So when we draw in our right side view, remember, it's going to look like a rectangle. Okay, we're going to see that. That's the rectangle right there. But we also have some hidden features. So the hole, okay, it lines up. If we follow the edge of the hole, it's going to come over and down. So here is the edge of our hole, here and here. And then this surface right here is this that comes over and projects over this way. So is there anything else that needs to be back projected in this particular view? Not so much. So we don't need to take anything from the right and project it back over. Everything is now shown. So now we come in and we draw in our center line. So in our top view, we've got center lines here that follow the center line rules. In our front and right side views, here's our center line here and here to show that that is not a rectangle, it's a cylinder shape that's hidden from our view. So notice you've got some important things going on here. In our front view, okay, we're seeing the height, and it matches over here. We're also seeing the width, and it matches up here because we've used those projectors. This dimension is our depth, and because we've projected over and down, now you'll notice that here's our depth and our depth. Okay, so you can see how everything kind of plays in together. So our completed drawing would look something like that. You go back in and erase all of those projection lines, and this is our completed drawing of that shape. So what you kind of have to do is train your brain to go back and forth from that 3D representation to the 2D and be able to eventually look at this 2D drawing and create that 3D shape in your mind.